Well, here's my latest treasure. I found this in the river, halfway buried in the mud. It's an old Coca-Cola drink box. It says drink Coca-Cola on this side, and over here it says drink Coca-Cola and then ice cold. To me, when I see something like this, it just shouts out 50s. What I'm going to do with this is, see this big hole in the back where I do not have a trunk lid? Well, I'm going to make my trunk lid out of this. I'm basically going to cut this and narrow it down a little bit and tuck it in. And then I don't actually have enough metal to go all the way to the bottom, but what I was thinking I could do is put the drink Coca-Cola part right here and then cut a little strip down there where it says ice cold and put that right underneath there, and then borrow enough of that red metal on either side to kind of fill it out to the edges. Have it where I'm going to cut it so that this edge, it's got a little edge on it. This edge sits down in here, because you see this is kind of edged up, and then have it where the back kind of overlays this down here, and then hinge it up here so that it, you know, comes up like this. That'll leave me with some other drink Coca-Cola pieces, and maybe I can use those to make my floorboards or my, you know, my trunk space back here or something like that. Another thing I was thinking about is it's got a nice curl down here at the bottom. That's a little rusty, but a nice curled piece of metal across here. And I'm going to need something to make my windshield out of. You know, I've got a couple of windshield posts that just come up here and stop. And I was thinking, well, if I took a piece of nice curled metal down on the bottom, I could make me two little half pieces, cut them at an angle, spot weld them out here, and put me a piece of plexiglass in here, and I'd have the basic makings of a windshield frame. So I'm probably not going to do that immediately, but I am looking at it and thinking of all the possibilities for turning this whole thing into part of my hot rod. I think that would be just ideal. Okay, there you have it so far. What I'll do is I'll put me a little cut here and pull these two ends in so that I'm going to bring this off so that it fits down in here. And then I'll put me another piece of metal down on the bottom, and I'll have this bottom piece hang over a bit. But let me get back here a little bit where you can see it. That'll make a honking fine trunk lid right there. Yes, sir, it will. Okay, this is starting to come into place a little bit. I need to spin this thing around. My shed has a wooden floor in the back here, so anytime I weld something I have to spin it around and get it out there on the concrete. So what I want to do is I've trimmed these sides and pulled this in, and I want to get around there and get my welder and do a little spot welding down through here, and then I'll cut my other piece that goes down in here, and then we shall be a work of art after that. I am liking that look. Let me tell you, that is what I was thinking about right there. I've been thinking about this for, oh, let's see. First time I saw that Coke box in the river was, a couple years ago. That's how long I've been thinking about this.